I'm Cassie Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. Today I am wearing a shirt that I wore yesterday, and there's a reason for it. Um, and you can tell I wore it yesterday because my dinner is on it. Ew. I am going to change directly after this video, but the reason why I wanted to wear this shirt specifically for you guys today is because I have issues. Yeah, the shirt doesn't lie. I have issues. I bought this from Walmart when I was in high school. Yes, it is that old. It is very, very old. You can't really tell from the video, but the sparkly stuff on the letters is starting to come off. The paint, all the paint on the letters is starting to come off. I'm glad you guys can't tell from the video because I really do love this shirt. Because it's not wrong. Everybody has issues. We all have issues. I'm not immune to them either. And that's why I do self-care videos and my fidget videos and my Sunday devotional videos, is because we all have issues and we all need ways of dealing with them. Now, the ADHD videos I do because I want to spread awareness that fidget toys are not only acceptable for adults to use and play with, but we kind of need them. They're kind of they're useful to keep us actually functioning. Hi Callie. She's helping me. I can't really function all that well without fidget toys. They help me focus my energy, and then that helps me function better in daily life, whether it helps quiet me a little bit when I need it, or help me focus on a task, or keep my hands busy while I'm watching TV so I don't pick at my fingernails or at my clothes or whatever I might be fidgeting, however I might be fidgeting during watching TV, whether alone or with somebody else. I get very, very fidgety when I'm sitting and not having anything in my hands to do something. So, you know, fidget toys are very important for the ADHD community, and it's very important that we end the stigma against adults with ADHD playing with fidget toys and interactive toys, because we need them. And I grew up being told that it's not acceptable to play with toys as a teenager or an adult. Hi, Katerina. Thank you. We all loved your photo bomb. We loved it. So, you know, my family was not very supportive of it, and they went as far as to, even after being proven that I don't have autism, after having been tested for it, and the person who tested me for it telling them that I flat out absolutely do not have autism, for over a decade after that, well into adulthood, continuing up until even like last year, my family still continued to tell me that I'm retarded, and tell my family members, and I think they're still telling my family members even now that I am retarded, because well, there's actually multiple reasons. It's not just the ADHD. But you know, so I was told that if I enjoyed the things that I enjoy, um or I played with the things that I played with, that it meant that I was retarded. That's the word that was used. Autism was not the word used, it was retarded, which hurt. And I knew I wasn't autistic. I knew that I was fully functioning, but I grew up knowing that I also had ADHD. I didn't know what that meant because nobody told me. Nobody told me the symptoms of ADHD. They just told me I had it. So I grew up knowing I had it, but not knowing that all of the things that I was abused for mentally was just part of the ADHD. And rather than fixing it, all I needed to do was accept and embrace it. So, please stop scratching my window. So, that was an issue for me my whole life, thinking that there was something wrong with me that I needed to fix. And, when I found the ADHD community online, which is thankfully because of my boyfriend Sam, he directed me to a page that he thought sounded very familiar to my symptoms and very familiar to my ADHD. And he wanted to know if I agreed with it. So he sent it to me, and I'm like, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about, which got me kind of obsessed with their channel. And then that got me obsessed with fidget channels, and then that got me obsessed with this new ADHD. Well, I don't think it's new, but it's new to me. This new ADHD channel called Life Actuator. um I would suggest, if you have ADHD, I would suggest watching him, because he explains it in a very clear, very correct, very funny way. Whether he's doing long videos, which mostly the long videos are just him showing you how he like does things all day, and then just kind of like voice overing um all of the things that he's doing, like pointing out, this is a thing that we do with ADHD. See how I can't make up my mind. See how I can't do this. How I can't do that. Those are very helpful for people to understand how ADHD works, and how hard it is for the ADHD mind to function properly. Like most people, our tasks take like 10 times longer because our minds don't function like everybody else. It's not that we're slow, it's that we don't process information the same way. We have too many thoughts, and it's really hard to, kind of weed through them to get to the right thoughts, to get things done quicker and more easily, more functionally. And then we are distracted incredibly easily. So we'll go off to do one thing, and we end up doing 20 things in the time that we went to go do that one thing. Maybe we might still get to it, but if we do, it's still going to take longer, because we did like 100 things on the way to get to that one thing. So, I mean, to me, it's still productive because I'm still doing other things, still getting other things done, but I'm not getting done what I intended on getting done as fast as I would have liked, because I stopped and did like 100 other things. I mean, some of those things are still pretty important. And then he does like little skits on shorts where he's basically explaining ADHD in a funny way. So I would, if you have ADHD, or you know someone who has ADHD that you want to understand better, I would definitely suggest looking up his channel and watching his videos, because it's incredible. I love his channel, and I mean, I can't get enough of it myself. He's not wrong in every way. He's not wrong. Um, a few of his videos, I sat there and I was like, it's like watching a male version of me. Just all over the place. Getting everything done except for the thing that you got up for. Which was the most important thing to get done. But anyway, so that's not why I started this video today. This video is for that book that we haven't gotten to in a few weeks, because I skipped a few weeks of videos. I can't remember why. There were reasons, but I can't remember why. that's another thing with ADHD. Sometimes your memory sucks. That happens with fibro and diabetes also. So I'm triple screwed with memory. So my sweet, helpful little calico. Look at her. She's so happy helping me with my video. Look at her. She's just so pretty. I love her markings because she's got all calicos have unique markings, but she's got these little orange spots on her mouth, and they're so cute. Ah, she go get me. She go get me. What, you're not gonna get me now? Oh, I get kisses. Thank you. I love kisses. Oh, now she gonna get me. Ah, she gonna get me. She's so fierce. She's so fierce. I get kisses. I love kisses. Good girl. So today I am wearing that fidget bracelet that I kind of traded off some pieces to make it kind of more uniquely me. And then I'm wearing my the cat paw charm that I got for Christmas from Avea. And the ring that I wear with it that says, where is the beginning of it? Are you? Okay. Love is patient. That is very true. Love is patient. Ow! You getting me? You're going to eat me all up? Then I'll be in your belly. What are we gonna do if you eat me all up and I'm in your belly? How will I feed you? Well, I guess you'll be fed. How will I clean your poop? She's like, wait a minute. That's a good point. You're not gonna really eat me all up, baby. I know you just playing. I knew you just playing. Yeah, she gonna get me. You just playing with mommy. Yeah. I love my babies. She's such a good baby. She's so sweet and beautiful. Yes, she is. Yes, she is sweet and beautiful. Look at your face. Look at your face. Yes. She's such a sweet girl. Yeah. Oh, that feel good. Alright, so we should probably get to that book, or we're going to spend the entire video petting my cat. Not that we mind. No, not that we mind. We love my Callie. We love my calico. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We love my beautiful, sweet calico. Yeah. She's such a good girl. Alright, so get to this book. I think that's the back cover. Pretty sure that's the back cover. So, we are still reading Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, Concepts in Attitudinal Healing by Gerald G. Jampolsky, MD, and Diane V. Sirenson. I can never pronounce her last name. I have no idea how to pronounce it correctly. So I hope I'm not, like, completely pronouncing it wrong. But you know, we're not here for her name anyway. We're here for their words in the book. All right. Took me a minute before starting filming to remember where I was at. But when I realized that there was this huge ass section right here, I was like, that's where I stopped. Because I was like, yeah, I didn't want to read that huge section just yet. I wanted to wait and get to it later. So, we are still on chapter, what chapter are we on? Chapter 3, The Power of Attitudes in Health. Okay. Chapter 3, and we are on the power of our thoughts in wellness. All right. I, Jerry, once treated a very successful photographer whom I will call Keith. His story contains an important teaching about the way that our holding on to the past can have a very powerful effect on our bodies. I have a serious issue with that. I'm not going to lie. In fact, me and Sam just kind of had a talk about it. How I really kind of focus on my past and the negative things in my past, and I kind of need to let it go. Um, he's not wrong, because I do focus on the past a little bit too much, maybe a lot too much. Um, but um, you know, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. So I mean, it definitely does affect your health. I don't know why my hair is so stiff today. Probably because I haven't been using a whole lot of conditioner because my water heater doesn't last very long. Um, but yeah, um, I could use more conditioner. Maybe that's why my hair is always so stiff, like straw. It's kind of gross. It looks bad on video. What can you do? What can you do? Hide it. Hide it from you guys. Hide it. Anyway, Keith was about 40 years of age and had a severe chronic constipation problem, which had not responded well to medical treatment. I know how he feels. Stress can do that too. The more stressed out you are, the more difficult it'll be to go to the bathroom. Um, and I've noticed that myself. Some days it works fine. Some other days, not so much. So, yeah. I gotta drink my Miralax juice every day and coffee every day and try to get it going. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. That's the only reason I drink coffee, is because it helps me go. It doesn't do anything else for me, even though I do not drink decaf at all. The only thing it actually does for me is help things move. Um, it in no way wakes me up in the morning or at all. Um, I don't know if it's because of the ADHD or if it's because of the lupus and fibro. I don't know, but it definitely doesn't work to wake me up. But at least it does something for me. So I still gotta drink it. But anyway, as we worked together, Keith told me that his father had died about 20 years before and that they had an unhealed relationship. Keith was holding inside himself a lot of anger that he was unable to express. Well, that's unfortunate. I have a burp in there. Okay. I don't know why I've been so burpy lately. Actually, I kind of do, but if I would take my meds. I don't like to swallow pills because I choke on them and then they fly across the room. Yeah. So I avoid taking my pills. I'm on acid reflux meds and I have not been taking them, and that's kind of dangerous because I could wake up choking in the middle of the night. And that sounds like FedEx. I bet that's my packages. I will be right back. All right, it was in fact my delivery. I just wanted to make sure they dropped it off at the right door because they like I frequently have problems with people delivering things to the wrong door, and then my neighbors steal my shit. So yeah. They assume that just because it's delivered to their door, they can just take it, even though legally they're not allowed to touch it if it doesn't have their name on it or their address on it. So, at all, they're not allowed to even pick it up and bring it inside. they're supposed to leave it exactly where it's at on their porch and wait for me to come get it. That's the law. That's how it works. And touching the package is then mail fraud. So taking it in the house or to another house after picking it up and noticing the name on it, looking at me directly and knowing they're my packages, and then continuing walking after I'm like, hey, you have my packages, and then trying to hide from me, that's mail fraud. That's illegal. Could have called the cops, but thankfully they gave me my packages when I made it clear I wasn't going to leave until I got them. Yeah. Then they tried to lie to me about it later. Tried to lie to me about it at the door, and then tried to lie about it again later. Their story changed. So, yeah. Between the fact that I saw the man walking by with my packages, and he looked at me, gave me a look like, fuck you, they're mine now, and then continued walking, and then they tried to hide, pretend they weren't there, and then lied to me saying they didn't know they were my packages, and then, then tried to lie to me telling me they were going to bring me my packages, even though they were trying to hide from me in there. And then, after that, tried to tell me that they didn't know they were my packages, even though my name was on them and my address was on them. Apparently, they don't know who I am or know where I live, even though they know me. They live right next door, so they know my address. And they've known me for over a year, so they know my name. They knew they were my packages, and they were trying to sit there and lie to me that they didn't know. Okay. But anyway, so I had some packages come in today from Walmart because we did some shopping earlier this week because I got my food stamps and I needed a little bit of food. We didn't get a whole lot of stuff, but most of what I needed was stuff that I currently can't buy because I need to get off my counter. The dog wants to get his butt whooped. Don't you? You want your butt whooped. You want your butt whooped. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Huh? You know? You want your butt whooped? You want to get in trouble? You want to get in trouble? Leave my stuff alone. Okay? So, I had like drinks that I needed to buy that I can only buy online. And there was this sauce that I've been looking for that we went through hell trying to find and was not at the store and can only be bought at one store. So I had to buy that online. So it arrived today. I know you're handsome. Is that you? Who's that? Who's that in the camera? Who is that? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you right there? Yeah. Is that you? Oh no, you're not gonna climb on me. You're too heavy. You can't do that. You're too heavy, buddy. You know you're too heavy to climb on me. Please get your nose on my crotch. I know. I love you too, you little butt munch. I love you too, you little butt munch. Ugh. Okay. I know. Nope, you're not climbing on me. You're too heavy. Off. Siren, off. Siren, get off. You're heavy. Get off. Get down. Okay? Never touched him with it, but he's afraid of it for some reason. Hey, if it works. I asked nicely. I asked nicely for you to get off. It's your fault. Alright. So, my packages came, thankfully, and they're in the house now, and Theron is trying to get to them. He's trying to get them. He doesn't know what's in there, and he's curious, so he wants to get in them. So he was on the counter trying to get him the boxes. I haven't even opened them yet. I know what's in there. I just haven't opened them yet. It's just sauce and some drinks. Anyway, I've got to get back to the book, okay? I need to read the book. They're here for the book. They're not here for you. They're not here for you. They don't want to watch you. Okay, maybe they want to watch you. But they're not here for you. They're not here for you. They're here for the book. Yeah, for the book. No, I don't want your mouth on me. You're gross. You eat poop. I don't want your mouth on me, you poop eater. I know. Oh, I know. No, you're not climbing on me. You can't climb. What are you doing? What are you doing? You silly, silly boy. You silly, silly boy. I mean, he is sweet. He is handsome. Are you a handsome little husky? Are you a handsome boy? I don't want your face in my... I don't want your face in my face. I don't want your face in my face. I don't want it. I know. I love you too. But I need to read the book. They're here for the book. Okay? They're not here for you. They're here for the book. Okay? Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. Oh, no. Oh, no. You want your things. Oh, that's a good yawn. Oh, I know. He had some trauma a couple weeks ago. He got dog napped. Taken to dog jail. We had to bond him out of dog jail. He went to dog jail. Yeah. Did you go to dog jail? Hi, Mordred. Hi, bud. Yeah, I love you too. Saren, are you done? Can you please... I know, I love you too. Please stop. Stop. I know. I love you too. Can you go lay down so I can read this book? Stop. I need to read this book. Okay, so you need to go lay down so I can read this book. Go. 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 I know. Hi, Mordred. Hi, buddy. Everybody wants to help, but nobody's actually helping. Nobody's actually helping. You're not helping. I can't read the book with you on top of me. Get off. Okay? I know, I love you too. Stop. Hi, Dread. Then we got neighbors talking in the background. All right. At his father's funeral, Keith had felt numb and there were no tears. Since that time, he had not only had a chronic constipation condition, but he had also been periodically depressed. He repressed feelings of anger and grief that had been affecting his body all this time. Well, yeah, your emotions severely affect your health. You learn that with fibro because it's even worse with fibromyalgia. Because your emotions, when you have fibromyalgia, if your emotions are bad enough, your emotions can kill you. They can put you in a severe flare that's got you like down for weeks. Your butt is in my face and I don't want it in my face. Get your butt out of my face, please. But it can have you down for weeks in a flare, just from having negative emotions. So you got to be very careful when it comes to your emotions when you have fibromyalgia, which is why I find mental health and self-care so important, because I have fibromyalgia and like I said, Nobody's perfect. We all have issues. So I try to um, kind of, and my ADHD does kind of help with this a little bit. I try to kind of live more in the moment, and like let when I'm dealing with emotion things that are stressing me out, um, I try to deal with them, and then I try to let them pass, the best that I can, and then that way it's a lot easier for me to just have a better, happier day. Hi, Katerina. Hi, babe. She thinks she's a parrot. Um, so hi. I know. I love you too. But so I try to do that so I can just have a happier life and just focus on the happy things in my life. You know? Um there's one thing that when I'm dealing with it, I can't just let it go and let it pass until it's actually resolved. Um Girl, you're hurting me. All right? Pick a direction. Up or down. Okay? Because you're hurting me. You cannot dig your nails into my shoulder. All right? All right? But the one thing that really affects me severely to the point where I could end up in the ER if it's not resolved is when I have fights with Sam. Which doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I end up so sick that I can't. I'm lucky if I survive it. But really everything else that I deal with in life, I stress over it, but I other than that, I just kind of let it pass, and I just. Are you eating my necklace? Is you getting my necklace? I just let it go. I just try to fix it and let it go. I try to just deal and focus on the things that are good in my life. Like this little girl trying to eat my necklace. She's trying to eat my necklace. She's trying to get it. Where are you going? I didn't tell you you had to go. I didn't tell you you had to go. Here, hold on. Hold on. Hey, where are you going? Come here. Here. If you want my necklace, go away, Siren. Why do you gotta be involved in everything? Go eat your food. Now, I moved his food to the other side of the table because he kept stealing the cat's food. Sneaking over there. Would you go? He kept sneaking over to the cat's food and stealing their food. And they started running out of food. So I put it on the other side of the table where he lays primarily most of the time, so that it's right there. There's no reason for him to try to steal their food because it's right there and it's always filled up. Where are you going? I thought you was playing with my necklace. I thought you wanted my. Well, okay, whatever. But yeah, I try to focus on my animals and on the good things I have in my life. I've got my animals. Siren, get your nose off my table. I've got my cats. I've got my dog. I've got Sam. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food in my fridge. There are good things in life. I've got tons of things to keep me entertained and occupied. I've got my TV, which helps me get through most of the day. If I didn't have TV, I would lose my freaking mind, which I had that problem last night. Verizon kind of they didn't shut off my phone or any internet. I think it was like an outage over here. But it's getting kind of frustrating because it's the second time it's happened this month, and it happens for hours on end. And during that time, I don't have any way to watch TV. And I can't function without TV because of my ADHD. Because if if I'm trying to clean, I can't focus on what I'm trying to do without the TV in the background. And if I'm sitting down, I can't stop. I can't sit still without the TV to harness my ADHD and keep it calm. Um, so I kind of almost lost my crap last night. um, because my phone wasn't working. So it's not that my phone itself wasn't working, it's that the service wasn't working. So I had to use an unsecure network to be able to um, connect uh, my messenger, so Sam knew I wasn't ignoring him, because when my service goes out, he thinks I'm ignoring him, and then he gets mad and scared, and he gets mad because he gets scared because he worries about me and my safety and my health. I don't blame him. I would be upset too. And then the second most important thing, aside from making sure Sam knows I'm okay and safe and that I'm not ignoring him, um, is to have my TV going, so I can just deal. I pulled out a book. I pulled out one of my interactive pets, and I couldn't focus because the only thing I could think of it was when it was going to come back on. Because when you have your TV off, you don't think about it. You're just like, oh, it's off. I'm just going to I'm just going to think about something else. But when your service is off, the only thing you're thinking about is, when is that going to come back on? When are they going to fix it? I need that TV now. It needs to come back on now. So, yeah, especially when you have both ADHD and OCD, because the ADHD, you get antsy, and the OCD, you hyper focus on the thing that's stressing you out. And it's like, but, but thankfully there is a unsecure network that I remembered that was there. I really don't like using it. I prefer to use my network, but my network wasn't working. So I connected to the unsecure network and let him know what was going on, and was able to connect back to the TV and start watching TV again to calm myself down. Because I don't think about it when the TV's going. I'm all, the minute that I can't have any TV, I'm sitting there freaking out until it comes back on. But if I'm using an unsecure network to watch TV, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just watching the TV, just doing my thing. But anyway, but yeah, so, stress is very has a very big effect on your physical health. Your emotions, whatever is going on inside of you, is a very big thing when it comes to your mental health. Even if you don't have lupus and fibromyalgia, it can severely affect your health. But anyway, let's get back to this book. In our sessions together, Keith began to express himself and come to grips with the angry thoughts he had kept hidden from himself. He found that these feelings were very human, and that he did not have to feel guilty about them. Well, of course not. In one session following this discovery, he burst out crying, sobbing for more than half an hour over the loss of his father. For nearly 20 years, he had denied his grief, holding it in all that time, until he finally found it safe to let it go and experience it. I'm going to take a drink of my Gatorade. Yes, this is Gatorade. Why is it in a different bottle? I'll tell you why. Because I separate it in half so that I can put 7-Up in it. Make it half Gatorade, half 7-Up, because it tastes better that way. I can't drink it straight because it just tastes funny. It has to have the 7-Up in it to make it taste better. So this is the other half of my bottle of Gatorade and 7-Up. So that's why it's blue. I know the bottle's blue, but the drink's blue too. And that's why it's blue, because it's blue Gatorade. I color code my Gatorade bottles to match the actual Gatorade that is in them. It makes me remember which bottles I'm using for what. So Gatorade is important too. Lots of water and lots of Gatorade. It's good to stay hydrated. Very important to stay hydrated. Which I didn't get my drinks out yet today, but it's not quite that late yet. Okay, it's a little bit later than I thought it was. But I'll get to it at the end of this video. So, anyway, Keith began to see that he had choices. He chose to no longer hold on to his anger or to bury it in the recesses of his mind. He no longer felt that his anger was serving him in any way except to keep him bound up and miserable inside. I was fascinated to once again be reminded of how quickly we are able to let go of something when we no longer find value in it. That is very true. Like, I have a lot of experiences that from my past that very severely affect me, but and have a very clear definition of why I am the way that I am. And I don't hold anger about it anymore. A lot of it still is very reflective to me. Like, I, not like a mirror, but like I look back on it to better understand myself and where I am now and where I could be, and what I'm, how I am the way I am, the issues that I still deal with even now. But I don't hold anger about it anymore. Really, the only time I feel angry is when something is currently happening to me. Things in the past don't anger me anymore. But I reflect on them a lot, maybe a little bit too much. Definitely too much. But I don't hold anger for them anymore. Hi. I know you too. Those are my glasses. I need those. I need those to see. I love you too. We are getting a lot of help today, aren't we? I know. I love you too. You're a sweet girl. So this is the kitty I found in the dumpster. She's a lot fatter now, isn't she? Yes. You know why she's so fat? Because now she has unlimited access to food. Yeah. And she enjoys that unlimited access to food. Don't you? Yes, you do. You appreciate that mommy feeds you good. Please stop pulling my shirt down. They don't want to see that. I know. Oh, no, 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 no. You are not going to eat my earrings. Okay. I know you like to stick your nose in my ear for some reason. I don't know why you do it, but you seem to like it. But you're going to leave my earrings alone. Okay? I really don't understand why she feels the need to stick her nose in my ear. But if it makes her happy, I find it kind of violating and gross, but if she likes it, I guess. You gonna give me? You gonna give me? You gonna give me? I know. She thinks she's a parrot. Was that a fly? You gonna get it? Get that fly. Get it. Kill all the bugs. Get them. Get them bugs. Get them. Get the fly. Get it. Yeah, if you kill it, then it won't be here no more. And it won't bother our videos no more. Yeah. I need those. I can't see without them. Okay? Okay. Okay. I know, you're so sweet. You're sweet girl. All of my girls are sweet. All of my boys. Aren't ya? You guys sweet? Yeah, even the puppy. No. You leave my earrings alone. Those are my earrings. They're my earrings. They're mine. They're mine. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna get that belly. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that belly. Ha 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 ha. Get you. Get you. Okay. There's one way to get her off of me. Messed up my hair. Oh well, it's worth it. It's worth it for Snuggles. Alright. But yeah, as I was saying, it's important to kind of be able to reflect on the things in your past so you understand why you are the way you are now. But it's also important not to do it too much because apparently it's become a problem. I don't blame him. I agree. It's kind of become a problem. My hair is falling out now. I gotta fix it. There. But it's also important to not let it have power over you anymore. To not let it have emotional power over you. To let the emotions from it just go away and just let it be something you analyze. But I mean, not everything from my past is stuff that I just am able to let go. But for the most part, I kind of have taken the power out of those things for the most part. And that's important to take the anger and the emotions out of it and just reflect on it. Now, if you're dealing with stuff at the moment that is affecting you emotionally, I mean, that's completely understandable. When it's fresh and it's new, it's kind of impossible to not have emotions over things. It's kind of difficult. You're gonna feel emotions about things that you're currently dealing with, and I still cry over losing my grandma and other things. But for the most part, I don't let things really affect me as much as I used to. I kind of try to focus them more as something to learn from. I try anyway. I do my best. But that's really important though. So just take the emotional power out of it and just keep going and keep moving on and keep living your life. I think there's a hair in my mouth. I think she got a hair in my mouth. All right. I can't get it out, but it'll come out eventually. Keith began to forgive himself and his father. And yes, the chronic constipation and recurring depression disappeared. As time went on, he began to feel a spiritual connection in his life and found new purpose in helping others. He began to assist others who had difficulty mourning the loss of loved ones from long ago. The creativity of Keith's photography blossomed. He became a very joyful person who felt that the meaning of his life was to help others and to share his love. He said, "You teach what you want to learn." And I don't know what words can best describe what has happened to me, but I believe I have undergone a deep healing and a spiritual transformation. I love you too. Damn. Releasing ourselves from pain. I'm going to stop right after this because there is another really long part right after that. And they're not being very helpful today. No, they're trying to help, but instead they're making it more difficult. Not that we don't appreciate it, though, right? We appreciate your loves, don't we? It's harder to deal with this stuff with Siren because he's so big, and I feel bad about it, but I can't have him climbing on top of me, even when I'm not doing anything. It's just painful. So I feel bad about it, but at the same time, it's like, dude, get off. All right. I gotta read this, okay, babe? Okay. Releasing ourselves from pain. When we are in pain, we often find that the thoughts we hold in our minds can bring us relief and comfort, even when my lip itched because I've been kissing a kitty. I'm mildly allergic to kitties. Mildly. Like, it makes me itchy. Sometimes makes my nose stuffy. That's about it. Still worth it. Worth it? Yes, you're worth it. Aren't you? You're worth it. Yeah. Alright. Where was I? When we are in pain, we often find that the thoughts we hold in our minds can bring us relief and comfort, even when medication has not been successful. This has been noted even by people experiencing great hardship. Yes, I have noticed that medication does not do anything for me. In fact, it hinders everything and makes everything worse. It kind of makes me insane a little bit, which is not good. Um, Medication is supposed to stabilize your moods and make you more mentally healthy, not make you less mentally healthy and make your moods completely and utterly unstable. Yeah. So if your medication is doing that and you've tried everything, tried different doses, tried different medications. Ow! Why are you biting me? Get off. She just starts biting my neck like a little vampire. Little vampire. More than likely, if that's the case, you probably should not be on medication. The medication I was on was not for the things that I actually have wrong with me, though. Um, the medication I was on was not made for my issues. So that's why it didn't work for me. And I knew what my issues were and what they weren't. And my psychiatrist and my counselor would not listen to me for years about what my issues were and weren't. And my hair is driving me nuts, so I'm gonna fix it a little bit. I don't have a psychiatrist or a therapist anymore, because I don't need one. But at that time, they refused to believe me because they didn't listen to me. They only listened to my mother, who didn't want me to get healthy. She wanted me to be on medication that made me insane and suicidal because it shut me up about the things that was going on around the house. Yeah, that is not gonna work. It shut me up about the stuff that was going on around the house, and made it easier for her to get away with it, and also made me look crazy so that she could convince people that I was, and could then easier manipulate and abuse me, both physically and mentally. Um, she would badger me into having a seizure, and then she would attack me for having a seizure, claiming that I had rolled my eyes at her. My eyes rolled, but my eyes weren't rolling by me. They were rolling because of her screaming at me. So, yeah. Um, so there was that. And then she would literally just physically attack me, like beat the hell out of me for rolling my eyes at her because she drove me into a seizure. Not kidding. This happened multiple times. Um, yeah. And one of these times my stepsister saw it, and it terrified the living shit out of her. So, yeah. Fun, right? So before I became an adult, the main focus of keeping me on medication that she knew didn't work for me was to keep me silent and to be able to abuse me. Um, as an adult, her main focus for trying to convince everybody that I'm retarded and that I'm crazy is to try to get my income and to have her punching bag back. Um, so that's an issue that I deal with. And it's not just from the past, because it's ongoing. She's still trying to do these things. Just this last week, just a few days ago, she tried to pull this shit again. Um, yeah, and she even was trying to manipulate my boyfriend with all of her crap to try to get power of attorney over me so she could take my income. So she was trying to manipulate him to say that I'm nuts and that I can't take care of myself and yada yada yada. My bills are paid. My house is primarily clean. It's messy, as you can see. There's a mess. It's cluttered and messy, but it's clean. But I take good care of myself. I make sure I'm fed. I take my insulin. I pay my bills. You know, I take care of myself. So, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form retarded or crazy. I have my issues. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I have my issues. Most of them are caused by her and her abuse. Some of them are caused by exes who uh, abused me the same ways that she does, on top of other things that they've done to me that she wouldn't do. God, I hope not. Not to me, at least. She wouldn't do it to me, at least, because I don't think she's into girls. But but stop. But so I do have a lot of issues, but all of my issues are caused by abuse. So and I'm dealing with them. Let go. Why are you eating my hair? Hmm? What are you doing today? You little vampire. What is it with the biting? Goofball. But yeah, a lot of it's ongoing when it comes to the stuff that I'm dealing with my mom. So most of it I have kind of let go and I don't let it affect me anymore. But when she starts it back up and it reoccurs, um, it all kind of comes back, and the anger and the frustration and the fear resurges. And thankfully Sam's very clever about it and was both agreeing with her while telling her that that's not going to work because that's not an issue. um it was very interesting. He's very clever about it to try to placate her without and not piss her off, while making it clear that her attempts to manipulate him into her getting power of attorney over me wasn't going to work. Um, Even explaining that because she's got this thing where she's trying to get rid of all of my cats, which is illegal because they're all ESAs. Um, and I have them because of her. She's the reason why I need them. Because of her. I don't have any family support at all. Everyone, I am the youngest of two sets of twins. Two sets of twins. So I have 3 siblings. None of them speak to me. None of them will communicate with me because of her. I can't really talk to her because everything I say turns into abuse or manipulation. She took my daughter. So I can't have any communication with my daughter unless through her, which turns into either abuse or manipulation. Even when I'm really genuinely speaking to my daughter, they have turned her into them. So now she's abusive and manipulative. So I have no real family. So the animals are my family. They are the only family I really have aside from Sam. Because associating with my family either doesn't happen or it becomes abusive. So the only safe family I have outside of Sam is my animals. That's why I have them. That's why I have 7 cats, a service dog, and all of my cats are ESAs because they are my children. They are my confidants. They are my friends. They are my comfort. They are my family because of the way my mom treats me and how she has caused the rest of my family to treat me. Um so she wants to get rid of all of my animals when she's the reason why I need them. I mean, yeah. Um, but and Sam was kind of clever about it because he was like, yeah, they can sometimes be an issue because they're a lot, but I mean, these aren't his exact words, but this is pretty much what he said. Um, but she loves them and she can't really mentally function without them. So I mean, and I kind of pointed out that they're all registered, so her trying to take them away from me would be illegal. Stop trying to eat my bracelet. Stop trying to eat my bracelet. Stop it. You can have my necklace. Hey, let go, let go, let go, let go. You can have my necklace, but you can't have my bracelet, okay? You want my You want my necklace? It's stuck. It's stuck on my hair clip. Whoa. Where are you going? Where are you going? Thought you wanted to play. Want to play with that? Yeah, you want to play with that? You can play with that. So yeah, some of my past issues are ongoing, continuous, never-ending issues. Hi, Mordred. That I start to get over, and then she pulls more shit, and I end up having to deal with it all over again. Um, and it's very, very frustrating because it's like you can never you can never grow. You can never get over it. You can never fix it because the person just keeps causing more trouble, and it resurges for you, becomes fresh and new and never ending. The minute you start to heal from it, they kind of pull shit all over again and make it all bad again, which makes it very hard to get over the stuff that they've done in the past, when they're doing it in the present. When they're still doing it. Stop it. Just let me live my life and stop trying to ruin it with your bullshit. So anyway, yeah, and it's very important to try to get over your past, but I mean, it's very hard when it's still currently happening in the present. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. But what can you do? What can you do? And then back to the book. When I, Jerry, was in Atlanta, Georgia, several years ago, I remember visiting an 8-year-old boy named Billy who had leukemia. Oh, goodness. He was a great teacher for me, showing me how we can create thoughts in our minds that can reduce physical pain. The pain medication that doctors had prescribed for Billy did not seem to be working. And he had a lot of pain in his legs. I asked Billy to tell me about some of his happiest experiences, and he told me that what he liked to do best was to ski and play in the snow. I asked him what would happen if you put snow on your legs. He answered, my legs would get cold and then they would become numb. Do you have a good imagination? I asked him. Yes, he said. So I asked him to close his eyes. I gave him some active imagination suggestions. I had him imagine himself out in the snow playing, putting snow on his legs so that they became numb and he no longer felt any pain. In about 5 minutes, he got a big smile on his face, and he told me that the pain was gone. See, that is also a very, very important point. Now, I have some videos from the past, please don't hurt hip, from the past few years, where I talked about, hey, leave her alone, where I talked about, having, like, a place in your mind you can go, where you can think of, like, just being there and, it being, can you get your nose out of my crotch? Where it can be, somewhere safe and relaxing and happy and calm for you. Just creating that place in your mind so you can just go to it. It's a something that you learn both with paganism, and with therapy. It's something that they use in, stop it, something they use in DBT. They tell you to think of like create a place in your mind that you can go to find peace and happiness, and just imagine it with as much detail as possible. Could you stop? I am trying. Stop. All right, so I apologize. He is frustrating the shit out of me right now. I can't even think when he's in my face and trying to climb on top of me. And it's, yeah, just away. I get that he wants attention. I'll give him attention later, but I need to think so I can actually finish a thought and get this video done and edited and uploaded, because we're already at an hour and I'm just tried to explain my safe space, my astral temple, which actually isn't really an astral temple, it's just my safe space, to you guys in detail, where I just repeated myself with mumbling like what, 5 times, because he wouldn't leave me alone. All right. So go to a place in your mind, create a place in your mind that you can go to when you need emotional comfort, when you need to feel at peace and at ease and relaxed and go the fuck away. And go now. You were told. Fucking stop it. I'm trying to think. So, and you want to imagine it with as much detail as possible so you can actually shut up. I am busy. Stop it. You want to imagine it with as much detail as possible so that you can actually like feel it in a sense, like you're actually there. Like mine is like, it starts out on a path in the woods because I grew up in the woods. Spell? Really, really, dude? Spell? Stop it. Spell! I've had enough with this shit today. Knock it off with the scratching of the box. If I could just finish. If I could just finish without more distractions. Without them getting into shit that they're not supposed to and harassing me. So, mine starts off as a path in the woods. Because I grew up in the woods, and the smell and the sights and the feeling of the woods is incredibly calming to me, and relaxing to me. The smell of the pine needles, the crunch of leaves and rocks and dirt under your feet, the dapple of sunshine through the trees, just barely lighting, fully lighting your path, but just kind of like coming through the trees in this like beautiful way. The feel of the sun on your skin and the breeze of the trees around you. It's an amazing feeling. I love being in nature. So my safe space starts out on this path in the woods, and I walk down the path, and then I find... What are you doing down there? Stop it. Stop it. And I find a clearing where there is a pond. I really wish they would behave. A pond where it's just it's surrounded by flowers, and it smells like flowers, and it's pretty, and I go to the pond, and it's stop it. So I go to the stream, the pond, which is actually filled by a stream, and it's making little water sounds like streams do. If I have to tell you again, I'm going to climb down there and spank your ass. Stop it. Behave. If I could finish. So I come to the stream and it's making sounds. I come to the pond and it's making sounds of a stream, the dappling of water. The dappling of water. So you can hear the stream and a little bubbling and dappling and beautiful water sounds. And you feel the sunshine on your skin, and you smell the flowers, and you just want to take off your shoes and put your feet in the nice, cool, damp water. You take off your shoes and you sit down and you're just relaxing. You can feel the grass on your hands, soft, mossy grass. I'm actually allergic to grass, so I can't actually do that. So in my imaginary place, I can do that. I don't want to go lay on the grass with my allergy because I could end up with hives. So you lay on the grass and you can feel the grass under your hands, and you put your feet in the water and you can feel the nice cool dampness, and it feels so nice, and the sunshine shining on you, and the smell of the flowers and the pine needles, and the feel of the water and the grass under your hands. It just is so relaxing. And if you can imagine it with that amount of detail where you can actually feel it, that is so helpful. Now, you don't have to use mine. Create your own safe place that feels right for you. Whatever makes you feel at ease and feel relaxed and calm. Whatever works for you. That's mine. You can use it if you want. You can use it for inspiration to create your own too. Whatever works for you. But, it's very helpful to have things like that help calm you. Or even just thinking about a memory that makes you happy, or thinking about something even happening at the moment that makes you happy, like and the cats are actually behaving and I'm not having to get mad. This is not a normal occurrence. I don't know why they're behaving like this today, but this is not a normal occurrence where the dog is so up my ass that I can't even get a thought out and he won't leave. I mean, he does do this a lot, but not to this extent where I have to get mad on a video. And usually I don't have to get up and make Spell stop scratching on the boxes, and usually I don't have to pound on the floor to get whatever Katarina's doing underneath the couch to stop doing it. Normally this stuff doesn't happen. I don't know why they're being so bad today, but clearly they want me to stop doing my video and focus on them, because normally it's not this bad. Normally I don't have to get this angry and frustrated and irritated and start pounding on things, and start yelling and getting angry. It usually doesn't end up quite, I mean, I do yell at them a lot, but yelling at them is better than pulling out my cane and having to use that to scare them into behaving. Like pounding on the floor or whacking the box that Spell was scratching on, or waving at Siren to get him to leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, so it's usually not quite this bad. They clearly want me to stop filming and start paying attention to them, and I can't stop filming until I'm done. So them hindering me only makes it take longer for them to get what they want. Right? But anyway, there, like I said, there's other ways to find happy thoughts. You know, there's always some happy thoughts. And our card today, because we've been forgetting to do these lately. I need to stop forgetting to do them. So this one, I don't like these cats. This is the only breed of cats I don't like. But you know, some people like them. This one has a sphinx cat on it. Those are those ones that don't have any hair, so they're kind of ugly. Cats are supposed to have hair. It's what makes them cats. It's what makes them pretty and soft and fluffy and amazing. But anyway, this one has a sphinx cat on it, and it says "Shine bright like a diamond." I'm gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna put it at the end because I don't freaking feel like it. And we're already at almost an hour and a half because of their bullshit. Stupid cats. Dog. Okay, so the back says, time release. We often feel like there's never enough time rushing from one task to another. Release the sense of pressure by choosing one task today and allow it to take as long as it takes. Go slow and enjoy the process. That's pretty good advice. Unfortunately, I have more than one task I need to get done today. I need to continue doing my laundry. Today I need to pull some laundry down and put some fresh laundry up that I washed last night. I couldn't put it up last night because I can't see in there in the dark. But I need to pull some laundry down and put some laundry up, and I need to wash more laundry, and I need to do some dishes, and I made dinner last night, and I do have leftovers, but I had intended on making something else tonight because of the sauce I bought, because I want to see if it'll mix well with green olives. I think it will because they're both kind of tangy. So I think they'll work. And Sam made the same point when I brought it up. I was like, I wonder if secret sauce will work with green olives, because if it does, that'd be awesome. Because mixing my two favorite burgers together, my olive burger and my Big Mac together, that would be awesome. But if it doesn't work, I mean, I have patties that I can make with the ketchup and the olives, and then I have White Castle burgers that I can use the sauce on. So I mean, it could work even if it doesn't taste right together. I'll still use it because I mean, I do love both those burgers, but if I can mix them together, that would be cool. That would be really cool if I could mix them two together. But we'll see if it works. So I was gonna cook up some patties today and make some fries, and I haven't used my toaster for a whole lot since I've got my Instapot, because I freaking love that thing. I use it almost every day. So that's why I haven't been using my toaster as much. My toaster is a toaster oven, and it's not just a normal toaster oven like back in the 90s when like you would put you could put like pretty much nothing but like breakfast and and maybe a sandwich in there. And it pretty much didn't do anything. No, mine does. My toaster does everything, and I mean everything. You can even make fruit roll-ups in there. So I mean, I haven't made fruit roll-ups in there because I'm not quite sure if you can actually just use jam for that. I don't know if my mom knows. I might ask her, but asking her things could either take days to weeks to months to hear back from her, or it could cause drama. Um, I don't want to deal with either one of those. Which is why I avoid speaking to her as much as possible. Because I don't want to deal with having to wait forever for a reply, or the reply being manipulation or abuse and drama. No, thank you. So yeah, I avoid speaking to my mom to avoid being abused. So I will talk to her on occasion. I try to stay in contact to an extent, but to a healthy extent, to a point where I'm not making myself sick. See, he doesn't even want to go out. He's not whining to go out. He's whining because he wants attention, which I can't do until I finish the video. Stop it. So, but yeah, if I can make, I don't want to buy jam and then not be able to use it to make fruit roll-ups. If you know whether or not you can make fruit roll-ups from jam and a dehydrator, because it has a setting for as a dehydrator, then please put in the comments whether or not you know if that would work. Because it would be helpful for me to know before I buy the jam. Because if I buy the jam and it doesn't work, then I have no use for the jam. And then it'll go bad and it'll be a waste of money and it just would be bad. But if it works, then I have unlimited resources for making fruit roll-ups. And I love homemade fruit roll-ups. My grandma used to make them all the time in a dehydrator. And I absolutely love them. I mean, it makes sense that jam would work. I don't know why it wouldn't. Because you kind of have to mash up the fruit to make it anyway. And that's pretty much what jam is. It's just mashed up fruit. So it makes sense that it would work. I just don't know how to do it. Maybe put it on wax paper, but can you put wax paper in a toaster oven? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys know, please. I would appreciate it. I could use the help figuring that out because I do like them. I want to make them and I don't know how. But anyway, so yeah, I can make whatever I want in that thing and I love it. Which is a whole nother video. I'm going to point it out in this video because it's just there. But it's a whole nother video that I plan on doing for you guys sometime during the week because it's not a Saturday video or a Sunday video. It's actually an ADHD video. But and this is useful for my fibro as well. But and my diabetes. Because I have issues with things taking too long to cook, both with my fibromyalgia, because things, when I'm in a flare, things need to be easy, quick and easy with barely no effort at all, because my body does not like me when I'm in a flare. I can't function when I'm in a flare, so it needs to be quick and easy. With my diabetes, if my sugar's low, quick and easy. With my ADHD, quick and easy. So I have 2 microwaves and I will cook almost everything except for meat in my microwaves. I will not cook meat in my microwaves because that's gross. It's not safe and it's gross and it takes forever. It's just not worth it. Don't do it. And then, there's noodles. I don't like making noodles in the microwave because they take fucking forever. Forever. So I've got 2 microwaves. So that helps with the quick and easy. I've got my toaster oven that does everything quick and easy. I've got my Instapot that I can make pretty much, I can make casseroles, I can make soups, I can make stews, I can make all kinds of stuff. I can make Italian. Um, there's so much I can make in that thing because it's basically a mix between a crock pot um, and and a canner. So it's kind of a mix of both. You can use it for both. Um, and I love it because instead of making whatever the heck I want to make, and making it the night before and waiting all night for it and smelling it while I'm trying to sleep and not being able to sleep because I smell food. And knowing I can't have it until it's done the next day and just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I can just put it in there and push a button and then push another button, and then 15 minutes later it's done. It's done after 15 minutes. Would normally take in a crock pot all freaking night, I can do in the Instapot in 15 minutes. I love it. So, microwaves. My toaster. My toaster oven that does everything. It even has a spit for making like whole chickens. I can stick a whole chicken in there and roast it on a spit. Isn't that cool? I can do that. It's awesome. I need an injector. I need to buy an injector. I had one, but it broke. And that was before I packed up all my shit and put it in Sam's shed. I need a new injector. I don't have a baster here either. My baster is in storage too. Which would be helpful with making a chicken. Because I like to make my chicken the same way I make my turkey. I like to inject it with butter and baste the living hell out of it so it's super juicy. Good like that. And then all the drippings that you have left, you can make gravy out of. A lot of butter. But there's already butter in it from the drippings because there was butter in the chicken because I injected it. But I don't really do rubs. I just do butter and basting. Just squirt. but yeah, anyway, I love that thing. For cooking with ADHD and cooking with fibromyalgia and cooking with diabetes, those are so helpful. But anyway, I'll put that in my ADHD video anyway, so you guys will hear about that in my ADHD video. But I'm gonna let you guys go now, and I hope you get. Oh, okay. It's right there. I was like, don't put that back in there. We already did that one. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day. And if no one has told you today, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are needed, and you are enough. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Have an absolutely beautiful day, and thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.